What's happening there? No.
What is this, man?
We really don't understand what is this, but yeah, it's part of the witchcraft. And this is what they do. This is their calabash offering. We are next to a freeway. These are the church. We are next to your freeway, so you'd be surprised why are we having lots and lots of accidents.
South Africans are like, no, why do you want to find yourself? It's either in the entrance of the location or on the freeway, N12, somewhere. They are actually somewhere. That's a lot.
And also, you cannot just come into a field that is next to the highway and just congregate.
This is what is happening in our own country.
And why would people raise a flag?
Isn't it that we want to understand why even Zimbabweans, they don't want them? They're like, no, we don't want this church. It's a cult church. Ishmael Madziba. The name Madziba, it gives a Madziba. It's so scary, eh? So he did some gruesome things in Zimbabwe.
The police has taken over 45 children or minors.
Madziba Ishmael's compound is home to more than 1,000 people who are believed to be members of his cult.
Child labor, buried, allegedly, he buried people in those shrines, in the bushes. Like it's a serious documentary.
Women were forced to give birth at the farm without medical professionals' attention. Some died and were buried secretly.
That is a cult. Do not fear, it's a cult. A cult is a cult. We cannot come and sugarcoat cult. No, Bazalani. They have a farm somewhere in SA where they annually meet. More like a massive baptism and all. They even pour blood there and all those things. They're doing such a massive thing. But it makes us believe that these guys, there's a spirit, water spirit. They always in the waters. They want to build their churches near water or highway or something. Greetings, children of God. My name is Menerti. Back again with another video, Bazalwane. We back and we rolling again, Bazalwane. You remember I did a series of like a 3 series on the Zimbabwe bush churches, and many people were saying that, no man, who are these people? Because honestly, I'll tell you the truth, I did not know them. Besides relying on the comments from the Zimbabwean brothers and sisters, so I had to go dig deeper and deeper to find out what are they doing actually in Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe, where even the Zimbabwean brothers are saying, we don't want these cult churches because they are messing up. Then I had to go get a couple of documentaries and many things that we're going to talk about that. And one thing for sure, I realized that there are more rituals that are being done there. Many things are being exposed in the documentaries I'm going to be sharing with you. And also that church is a massive church in Zimbabwe, like massive. When I say massive, meaning like ZCC level in Zimbabwe. That's how big it is. What you are seeing in South Africa is just a streamline of the massive church from Zimbabwe. And also, these churches are all over. You think it's only in South Africa. No. In UK, they are there. In Scotland, they are there. And in USA, they are there. Botswana, they are there. Like everywhere where there's a Zimbabwean human being or Zimbabwean brothers and sisters, they are there as well. Sure. This is crazy. This is crazy, Bazalane, like super crazy. And I want to share that with you. And I also have updates from the clips I keep on sharing you, the updates of South Africans fighting those guys so much that why are you by the roadway? Why are you by the freeway? Out of everywhere in the world, why do you station them? And even another Zimbabwean brother saying, no man, this is wrong. You can't go to South Africa and open churches without the following right path and right law according to the bylaws of South Africa. And also a video of this guy who was like, you trying to bribe operation, so can we talk around this whole thing? Hey, Bazalane, this is too much. It's a movie. It's a combo I don't want to waste time. Let me make a short prayer. But if you're new on this platform, I welcome you. You are welcome. I welcome you. And I love every one of you who keeps on supporting this channel as much as we push. And even when sometimes pressure calls, you are always there with us as a channel. So I love you, my good people. Allow me to make a short prayer. Then we start our session. My Lord, I thank you. I thank you for this day. I thank you for such an opportunity. I thank you for your grace, your mercy, my Father. I thank you for always allowing us your blessings, my Father, because now we are living in moments where the cult is just all over, the cultism, church cult and all. And we just want to open eyes of all people. Doesn't matter if it's Zimbabwean or South African. We just want to open their eyes so they can understand what they're dealing with. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I pray and I surrender all, my Lord. Help us through in everything that we're going to be sharing. Let it open someone else's eyes and save somebody and some family. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is the Lord. Bazalwane, one soul at a time. That's what we are doing, saving one soul at a time. And the idea of us sharing this, I just want to put it out before I share this Operation Dudula as we go on. The idea is not to promote xenophobic and the attacks and all. No. It's for you to understand that there are laws everywhere. We need to abide through the laws. And I can see that there are Zimbabwean brothers and sisters who are doing that. But then when something is unlawful, we need to talk about that. And now when they link it to Christianity, it's even more of a problem, because now they are painting all Christians bad. With that said, allow me to first share the video of this Zimbabwean national. It's more like a voiceover followed by the video in between where he's saying that no, you can't do that.
In this video you will be surprised. The surprised group of Zimbabweans came from Zimbabwe and came here in South Africa. Then instead of them praying, they then started a church. So I don't know if somebody came here in South Africa to work, is he supposed also to open some churches in forest without the permission? No. Just have a look on that video. Don't blame South Africans.
Guys, these are the foreign nationals. We don't know what we are doing. So now, who's one by one? What's your name? Your name? Love more from where? Country name? Where you come from? Zimbabwe? Yes. Right, on the side. You? Your name?
Anyway.
What? Anyway. Which country? Zimbabwe. On the side. You? Love more? Love more. Now I want you to see someone in South Africa. Love more. Country nation? Zimbabwe. Hey, come. Name?
Daniel.
What?
Daniel.
Hey, look at the camera. Hey, look at the camera.
Daniel.
Daniel from where? Zimbabwe. Come. Name? Joseph from where? Zimbabwe. Come. Come. What's your name? Jean. From where? All of you came from Zimbabwe to do nonsense. Huh? Yeah, I'm asking you guys. All the way from Zimbabwe to South Africa. Huh? Do you have papers to be here? Papers? What's the paper?
And permit. Permanent permit.
Guys, I would say we don't hate these people. We hate the mentality. Like South Africa. Now we want to Zimbabwe. Now, what is that? Passport. Never.
Chinese players.
Passport. Never.
Only one person who has got passport.
Munte one. Opeti passport. So, why are you here in South Africa? And tell the nation, why are you here in South Africa? You, Speak by yourself. Don't address for others. Address for your own self. Please. Yeah? You buy and sell. Okay, where's the proof to show that you are doing business? Hey, Mama. Listen. You said you're from Zimbabwe. You are buying something stock here in South Africa and selling Maputo. Where's that paper that shows that you are trading? You're trading. Why didn't you apply it from your country, where you come from? Yeah. You stay in South Africa.
Countries, never.
You don't play. You don't play.
You think this is banana country?
You are breaking the law in South Africa. You are breaking the law. You know that. Am I lying? I'm not saying you again. Listen here. I'm not lying. Am I lying when I say to you like you are breaking the law?
We travel in 5 countries.
You travel 5 countries?
Yeah, 5 countries.
Okay, you show me a passport. I don't know. Permit. Where's the permit? Huh?
Can I help you?
Which one?
No, don't help. Don't help.
Guys, we are not playing, this is not a game. This is not a game. This is a serious issue. This is a serious issue. ZANU PF. Don't blame your president.
Don't be cowards. We are cowards.
Listen here. Yeah. Where is it?
And tell us the land that you are owning. They show us the papers that you are buying. You bought the land. You cannot just do something. But whether you are, what is your intention?
Brother, where? Here, where? Gauteng, Pretoria.
Africa,
in Gauteng. Where's your brother? Home. Guys, I'll ask you. We don't need you here. We don't hate you. You must respect the country message. You must respect it. We all want to do things with you, but no problems. Yeah, clear about it. ZANU PF owe you explanation why your country is like that. We've got our own problems inside. We've got problem storage, we've got problem of unemployment, we've got all these problems. We blame you because of you. We came in numbers and take advantage that South African government doesn't do nothing with it.
Yeah. They got all of them and they're asking them, do you have a passport? Why are you here? They are here to trade and all those things. But the thing is, they are doing it unlawfully. That's the problem. We're not saying that, do it lawfully. You want to come to South Africa and do whatever, open a church, lawfully, follow the right channels. That's all that we beg. Yes, I'm not so much of the violence, dragging people, beating people. No. We don't do that. Jesus Christ doesn't allow us to condone such a thing. But then we need to follow what? Follow the law, right? Follow the law. And also there is a clip of, like, it's another clip of Operation Dudula, talking to those guys, asking them, why are you by the roadway? Why do you guys stay by the roadway? Let's watch.
So South Africa, in this fine morning on a Sunday, these are the congregants of this church. We don't know what the name of the church is, and this is what they do. This is their calabash offering. We are next to a freeway. These are the church. We are next to your freeway, so you'd be surprised why are we having lots and lots of accidents. Some of the part of what is happening in our country, these are the things. Our accidents are caused by these kind of spiritual things. So here we are with their pastor. Once again, good morning, South Africa. As you can see that we are on the main highway. This is what is happening today, as leaders have come to these unauthorized churches in Pretoria West, as we continue to dismantle these unauthorized churches. But so far the congregants are not here as we speak. But this is what they'll find. These are the calabashes also that they use in these rituals for these churches. So, yeah, this is where we are. This is where you are in Pretoria West. So
these are people's graves.
Yeah. So we need to understand. Yeah, South Africa. Look at. This is where we are.
What is this, man?
We really don't understand what is this, but yeah, it's part of the witchcrafts that our so-called brothers from Nangangwa. Yeah, raising flags. We don't understand what type of declaration is this. Are they owning this land? Are they declaring that this is their ancestral land of where they want to worship? We don't understand. Yeah, because raising a flag at some point, it says a lot. So South Africa, we are here and we are making sure that this will be dismantled. This church will never see the light of day again. Commanders are here and the leaders are here already. So yeah, thank you.
Washing for what? Because you are.
You say you're coming from where?
Burundi.
You're coming from Burundi to come and wash in the river here?
Yeah.
There's no rivers in Burundi.
I say, but I can't.
Yeah?
That man you first just say.
Hey, come.
Hey, come. Hey, come.
Hey. Hey.
Come.
African foreigners are made very
South Africa, this is shrine. This is their shrine. This is their shrine.
Mo, what's happening, Beno? Buying ile moto. Ah. Oh, so you know ke ba merikishang for pheko. O re kereke itlale. You Lena. And I believe you find or some South Africans ba tla mo kerekeng tsona je. Imagine.
This is what is happening in our own country. This is what is happening. And here now, this is what is happening. These are the congregants of this church. They fail to do these churches in their own countries.
Yeah. They are by the roadway, like the freeway. They are always by the freeway. And people they keep on asking. Some people, they even say that, no, that's why we are having so much accidents. They don't, like, this calls for them to start abiding by the laws and say, okay, it's fine. We hear you, South Africans. We'll leave those places as your request. We'll start praying in a place where it's regulated, maybe in a church hall or something. We'll find something as we continue and we do things lawfully. But now, South Africans are like, no, why do you want to find yourself? It's either in the entrance of the location or on the freeway, N12, somewhere. They are actually somewhere, Bazalan. They're actually somewhere. And I want us to watch this other video of this brother who's trying to bribe Obama, trying to speak his way through to Operation Dudula with fake papers. Let's watch.
Let me tell you my son. Yes, you about my son.
Yeah. No, let's leave God. Let's let. Yeah.
I must talk like that.
Yeah.
I must talk like that.
Yeah.
Of course, you told us.
Yeah.
This mustn't do this.
Yeah.
We can go. We can go.
No.
So
what I loved what you started with here. You started about the crime rate, right? We are talking about the law. Do you know what is the bylaws saying about this? Because it's an illegal gathering. Does JMPD or Tshwane Metropolis know about this gathering that you have created here?
You don't belong here. You should be home.
That's what I'm asking you. You spoke about since 2010, right? There was a high crime rate, right? So as you were congregating here, right? Why aren't you registered? Why aren't you known? Why is Tshwane Metropolis doesn't know about your church? No, I'm saying Tshwane, if you are registered, I don't think it would be an issue. And also, you cannot just come into a field that is next to the highway and just congregate.
Yo, hey, I see. Like, why do you want to speak your way through to this? Like, they're soft talking the brother, and the brother is like, nah, I'm not buying this thing. I'm not buying it. They can't bring me fake papers and think like they're bringing even fake papers that they can operate in that place. And it makes us believe that, no man, how do we give a cult building? How, even if we say they must go to buildings, how do we then, okay, we want to compromise, but a cult in a building? No, Bazalane, no. No. These Harry Potter churches, they are costing so much. You saw the videos. If you have never watched the videos, go and watch that series from 1 to now we are on 4. This is a part 4. Sure, Bazalwane, this is too much. But with me searching and operating, checking my things, I stumbled upon the man by the name of Ishmael Madziba, the documentary of Ishmael Madziba. The name Madziba, it gives a Madziba. It's so scary, eh? It's a Madziba. Ishmael Madziba. So he did some gruesome things in Zimbabwe. Child labor. He was housing over 1,000 people. Allegedly, he buried people in those shrines, in the bushes. Like it's a serious documentary. Isn't it that we want to understand why even Zimbabweans, they don't want them? They're like, no, we don't want this church. It's a cult church. But then it was worrying me. If your own, they don't want you, what did you do? Ishmael Madziba, he has laid it out. Because some people, it's not like they're not doing it. It's because we don't know. They're not like on a public platform where we will know. But they are making it, they're doing it in private. And no bed is allowed. No cell phone is allowed. They were doing home delivery, labor delivery at home. Like a big cult in Zimbabwe. Like it's a big cult. Madziba. Sure. And people in the church, they get buried without their family knowing. Kiribona. I want you to watch this documentary. It can have a bit of Zimbabwe in between, but there are transcriptions here and then, but we'll still discuss again. Let's watch.
This is the story of a religious sect gone wrong. This is the story of Madziba Ishmael. Matters of faith are always contentious. Religion is often shrouded in the unknown and inexplicable, which is beyond the comprehension of so-called mere mortals. Those who claim to be anointed by God say only they have the gift to understand the inner workings of the powers that dominate all living things on earth. Sometimes referred to as evidence of things not seen, faith and the bizarre are inseparable. In pursuit of their beliefs, people adopt new ways of living. different from what is typically deemed conventional, sometimes going against social norms, and in some cases, just being brazenly illegal. Their life took a wild change in 2003 when the leader of their church died and Madziba Ishmael had to take over the reins. It was that appointment that changed their lives for the West, the newfound status as leader of the masowe Gorejena Apostolic Sect. As soon as he assumed his tenure, Madziba Ishmael, waking off a revelation, set strict rules for the congregation.
Mbeda yanga isingatenderwi vanhu vakanga vasingatenderwi kuti vange vaine watch kana kuti vange vaine phone vanga vafanira kungova vanhu vanongogara vachitarisa zuva vega kuti iye zvinenge yangu vai nokuti zvinhu zvese vachena zvazichirambo.
Unlike other church leaders who read difficult rules for their congregants while flouting them in private, Madziba Ishmael took the vision to change his church doctrine seriously. Even his children dropped out of school. His wife, who in the past had been in hospitals with pregnancies, was now forced to deliver at home based on divine instruction. As his extremism grew, it courted the attention of the state. In 2014, officials from the government sought answers on several issues, including allegations of child marriages, barring children from going to school, and blocking women from accessing healthcare and other related issues.
The police has taken over 45 children or minors for age screening by medical experts, and out of these we can now confirm that close to 27 have been found to have been sexually abused. Some of them they have got children, yet their ages are below 16, indicating that there is a case of early child marriages which was being conducted at this shrine. And we are also trying to find out the number of people, the exact number of people who died and they were secretly buried at the shrine. So in the same vein, we want to appeal to the public, we want to appeal to relatives who might be missing their children, who might be missing their relatives, to come forward and engage the local police. We also want the public to come forward because we are told the public is alleging that there are other sites, there are other places where some activities were taking. So we want to invite the public to come forward and assist the police so that the investigations can become comprehensive and that the law takes its course. We are aware that there are people who have escaped from the shrine, and these are people who are potential witnesses, so they should feel free to come forward, and I want to assure them, I want to guarantee them of their safety and security as the Zimbabwe Public Police conduct investigation.
Took scores of police officers armed with guns, tear smoke, and sniffer dogs to nab the notorious Madziba Ishmael Chokrongerwa at his farm in Nyabira. Madziba Ishmael's compound is home to more than 1,000 people who are believed to be members of his cult, most of whom are allegedly being abused, and according to court papers, he violated children's rights by denying them access to healthcare service and denying them formal education. Some allegations are that Madziba Ishmael has been promoting child labor, and also the other charge which is being laid on him in court is that he buried the deceased without burial order or notifying the law. Some people are saying that Madziba Ishmael persuaded his church members to sell all their properties and surrender the proceeds to him. However, those who live at the compound described it as a biblical promised land Canaan and him as the God.
Uyaiti kutaurire zvakataurwa naMwari wedu wamuri kumbunyikidza uyu. Mvura haikunaire munyika muno kana musina kuteera zvakataurwa naMwari uyu wamuri kusunga.
Madziba Ishmael and other 7 church members were arrested and appeared before court. Later on, the 7 were released on bail pending trial, leaving the cult leader languishing in prison cells. Women were forced to give birth at the farm without medical professionals' attention. Some died and were buried secretly. Like Yazo Chikurune, a young girl who was reported to have died under mysterious circumstances in November 2023 at Lily Farm, and her father, Siribinio Chikurune, was there. She was buried without the knowledge of her mother, Memory Mkhwanazi, who later pleaded with authorities to exhume the remains of her daughter for further investigations into her death. The remains were exhumed. Jesus' case was not the first. Another exhumation happened at this farm before Professor Itai Muwati. It is believed that he was murdered after he had an altercation with Madziba Ishmael following his desire to leave the cult. This angered Madziba Ishmael. Professor Muwati's family members were not told that he had died. The post-mortem revealed that he was poisoned and his clothes were found with blood stains after the exhumation. Another former church member, Ashley Karimasondo, later came out revealing more shoddy deals which happened at Lily Farm. She claimed her husband, Norman Mako, who was one of Ishmael's right-hand men, was also murdered after he saw goblins at the shrine.
Yeah, that is Madziba. Yeah, that's a big documentary. It was like, even BBC covered that. 1,000 people there. Child labor. No phone is allowed. No medical aid or medical intervention. Nothing at all. Huh? Think about it, Bazalwan. Just think about it, Bazalwan. And I will tell you one thing. Out of everything you're seeing, no school, no delivery or everything, there is a cult in South Africa as well that is created or is coming up like that. It's a movement, Bazalwane, where they tell you, do not eat this, do not wear this, do not do this. People were banning things. We know that cult. And as I promised you, on a Sunday special, I'll be talking about the cult itself. What is it? What are they doing? What is a cult? But I'm not here for that. I want us to talk about Madziba. There are comments from people from the same. So you can understand. I don't want to rely so much on the information from South Africans. Yes, it's a valid information. Because if I rely on it, it will be like, now you are pushing xenophobia. I want to read according to the brothers, Zimbabwe, same country. So you can understand that, no, that is a cult. Do not fear, it's a cult. A cult is a cult. We cannot come and sugarcoat cult. No, Bazalan. There's a comment from this person, Divine Mercy, from the documentary of Madziba. He or she said, we have this in Malawi too. They don't allow church members to take medicine when they are sick. The same church like Madziba, the same church like the ones that we are seeing in South Africa, they do not allow people to take medication. That's a cult. We saw brothers, we saw sisters, we saw people banning and throwing away medication in South Africa. They were saying they are repenting from medication. They are banning away medication because it's from the Marine Kingdom. Like, the spirit is one. The spirit leading Madziba Church, the spirit leading Masowe Church is the same spirit going through now is in South Africa. It's just now disguising itself as a holiness movement. Yes, there are good things that are happening there, but there's that one, the other one we'll talk about on Sunday, where I'll stretch it so further. And there's a comment from this person, Farai, who says, it's not faith and the bizarre. It's blind faith with pure stupidity. So that is not faith. Some people, they're like, no, that's pure faith. It is not pure faith, because faith is not like a stupid faith. You need to use intelligent faith. Like, God provided medication that you can be healed, provided us doctors. But you are saying, no, Jesus Christ is my doctor. I don't need medication. If that's your faith, is okay. But when you standardize it and you put it onto people and say that this is what we follow, this is what we need to do, and this is how we need to do it, then that is a cult. You have created the biggest cult in Africa. Let's go to another comment. The real. This church destroyed my family. Like everyone we are reading here, Zimbabweans, right? This church destroyed my family. They tell you so and so is a witch. I don't know why they do that. So now the family split apart because of when they go there, they get a prophecy. Bazalwane, I'm telling you about Zimbabwean brothers and sisters who are telling us, giving us this information that we did not know. And my brothers from Malawi, Tanzania, wherever this church is, you need to understand that it is not like we just woke up and said, nah, this church is a cult. We are bringing all the evidence so that you can build up and come to your own conclusion that, do I go there or not? The idea is to even help those who are in that cult, that, balega. Yes, I grew up there. Yay, la la la. When you start seeing such a thing and they are disguising, Chengeto says, I suffered under this occultic church. Unfortunately, lost my marriage in the way. Masowe iwaya ini. A testimony yokuti. This is an occultic. So, Zimbabwe a little bit there. But then they are giving a testimony that this is an occultic. I lost my marriage in that place. They do things. It's a Harry Potter. Harry Potterism. Let's go to the next comment. Emily. They have a farm somewhere in SA where they annually meet. Tutula, let's go. So this one is more like South Africa, but giving a 411 that they have a farm in South Africa where they annually meet, like a big annual gathering. I'll be showing you. They always do these big annual gatherings in Zimbabwe, where I even saw a clip of the President Mnangagwa. He went to one of those churches. He was dressing those garments as well to show you that they are a well-established big cult from Zimbabwe, right? Some people, they are saying that they are from a Mashona land. They are not Zimbabweans. They are Mashona land and things like that. But there's Tony here. Ignorance is worse than end stage cancer. So we are talking about, do not be ignorant. Some people are ignorant. No, spiritualism, spirituality, African spirituality. Bazalan. Why do we have to practice this so much like that? Let's see. Shan, who says, typical cult leader behavior, money, control, and sex. So this one is explaining a typical cult leader behavior. So a typical cult leader behavior would be they are for the money, they are for the control, and for the sex. That's where you find so many scandals. If there's no scandal of money, there's a scandal of control. If there's no scandal of control, there's scandal of sexual scandals. That's when you know that there's a cult. There's a cult. So on that video we were watching, on that episode, the Costello we were watching, there was this brother who was very vocal, but he was speaking in Shona. But I had to catch the transcription as well. That what is he saying? He said that let us tell you what our God has said. The very same God you are arresting, you will all pay for arresting him. So they were talking on behalf of Madziba, Ishmael. So Ishmael, that guy, the one who's leading the church, the Masowe church in Zimbabwe, who was arrested for all of those things we just mentioned. But this brother is saying that you are arresting God. You are actually arresting God. I've heard that statement sometimes in South Africa. Can you take God to court? Can you arrest God? Can you take God to court? I've heard that statement. So they come a level of spiritual dependence to the point that they now regard him as a God. It same applies. There's a brother, I don't want to mention names. There's a brother in South Africa. You can't correct him. The moment you correct him, hey, how do you touch God? Hey, Ujesu, how do you say Ujesu wangchela? Did Jesus speak to you? Jesus, like they are now linked direct to God and Jesus. That's when you see that now is becoming a cult. And the cult followers, they are fighting so hard because what? They are regarding him as what? As a God. We'll talk about it on Sunday. Because now it has tended to become a cult. A serious one. So, as we continue, I'm just painting you a picture so you understand where we are. So the church we are talking about is a big church, as I said. Massive, massive, massive. I want to show you some picture when they are praying in the rivers and to show you that, something else. Let's watch. Yeah, you see, it's more like a massive baptism and all. They even pour blood there and all those things. They're doing such a massive thing. But it makes us believe that these guys, there's a spirit, water spirit. They're always in the waters. They want to build their churches near water or highway or something. They're always in the water. Mommy water, a mermaid spirit. Because they want to find themselves in the waters. In the waters. And they're doing that. You can see even different color clothing and all those things and all those things. And you can now know that even us here, we almost fell to that trap where we thought it was holiness, but it was leading towards this kind of a cult. Where there's no control, you can't say anything or else you are demonized. So they usually make prayers in the night. Let's watch. As you can see there, they're making like serious prayers in the night with candles lit there, with fireplaces. They just want to find themselves in the dark and all, in the bushes and all. Even animals are scared. Even snakes, they're like, hey, I'm busy. I can't bite them. Right. So now you can see that this is the biggest cult you've ever seen. And they also, they have this zombistic songs. They I don't know. They have these zombistic songs. Yeah. Makayenda kuna baba. Like, you can tell the voice, the tune. Someone once said, now it's zombie, this one. I got this comment from that person, like, nah, it sounds like zombie. Makayenda kuna baba. Like, their voice goes like, and all of them, there's no tune or anything, but hey, Melerti, I try to tell him and Melerti. But then as we continue, these people, I'll tell you one thing, we're not against Zimbabwe, but against the cultic system they're using. They will say, no, our God says that we cannot pray in buildings, right? In buildings, we don't want buildings, we just want bushes. But the thing is, there are many churches out there in the world, in Scotland, in the UK. I want to play you these videos. So let's watch. So you can see they are actually worshiping inside churches, inside buildings. It's not actually a church, but you can see it's a basketball court, a tennis court, and something, but they're inside a building. So if they can abide with the laws of UK, the laws in the Scotland, the laws in USA, why are they not doing the same in South Africa or in Africa? So it means that this thing is not standardized to say that, oh, Lord can't hear them. They are God, like they are God, can't hear them if they are praying inside buildings. But you can see they are following that. Why not doing that? Why not following the rules? Bazalwane, this is the biggest cult in Zimbabwe. And we'll be covering more cults. Keep on watching these videos and tell me if you love the videos, and if you have so much information, just give us the information. We are just on the road to finding a proper WhatsApp channel where you'll be sending us videos. We'll let you know once we get the numbers and we are on a setup stage. Then you'll be sending us videos. You'll be interacting with us on the WhatsApp platform, because I understand some of you are not so much very tech savvy, where we say email is something else. So we're working on that. We heard you so much, and thank you for watching this video. I hope it was very educational to everybody. The idea is not to incite violence or anything, or hate or xenophobia, but is to teach and educate and open your eyes so you can understand that this is something else. So one thing I'll tell you, there was before I even wrap up, I want to read for you one. I think I have two more comments here from. It just came to my mind. I forgot to read these comments. So there was this person, Gabriel Moyo, said, "God is doing it though. I am a Zimbabwean. We really know this, and we are afraid of them. Zimbabweans are afraid of them as well." And there's also a comment from this person who says, I am Zimbabwean, and I wish Zimbabwean government can ban this so-called church of a cult. People are scared of them for Ubulowi. Thank you for exposing them. I feel sorry for those with their names in those papers. They do the same even here in Zim. They are not wanted. So even in Zimbabwe, they are not wanted. They're doing cultic things. So because I went through my studies and through my research that there are different denominations of that kind. So I'll be breaking it apart again so you can understand what are we dealing with. What are we dealing with? So this is what we have. Let us just make a short prayer. Meet you on the next episode. It's so fun to have you, and it saddens me whenever I say Ndiyahamba bazalwane. Babayini, meet you on the next episode. Let me just make a short prayer, then we part ways. My Lord, I thank you. I thank you for exposing and showing us what it is that we're dealing with, my Father. I thank you for always allowing us to chastise with love, and also show that these things, some of the things are not holy, and we need to understand such things, my Father. And I surrender all to you. And I pray for those who are lost so you can find them as well and help them. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. And Lord, everything that we do and everything that we are belongs to you, my Father. And I pray for love, peace, and harmony in Africa and in South Africa. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen. Amen. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is the Lord. Meet you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
To recall of worship.